Om Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhidiritam Kalma Shapaham Shravana Mangalam Shri Madatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhurida Janaha. Let us resume our discussion on Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual discourses with his intimate devotees at the house of Girish Chandra Ghosh, where he went on 25th February 1885 on his way to see a drama Brishaketu, and there the congregation comprised of young spiritual aspirants as well as householders. Sri Ramakrishna said, the goal of life is to realize God, irrespective of who you are. Every human being is entitled and is capable to realize God, remaining wherever he or she is, discharging their duties, but focusing their mind on God and God alone. Previously, it was being thought that God realization is only meant for monks or holy men who retire from the world and spend their full time for God realization. That was the belief of the old. After the advent of Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda, Srimad Sharda Devi, the door of God realization has been made wide open for one and all. अभी ईश्वर लाभ की दरवाज़ा सबके लिए खोल दिया गया. श्री रामकृष्ण सबकी आह्वान कर रहे हैं. ये मानव जीवन अत्यंत दुर्लभ है. तुम लोग जो कुछ करना चाहते करो, लेकिन जीवन छोड़ने का पहले जो ईश्वर तुम्हारे भीतर विराजमान है उसको प्रत्यक्ष दर्शन करके तब जाओ, अन्यथा जीवन व्यर्थ है. This first of all we have to understand, know this. आत्म सचेतनता होना चाहिए, self dignity. We must know what is our potential capacity. What is the difference between a successful person and an unsuccessful person? We normally think those who are brilliant, those who are talented, they are the toppers. It is wrong. Everyone has the potentiality to become the topper. The difference is the belief, viswas, faith in ourselves. Swami Vivekananda says, the old religion said, have faith on 33 crores of gods and goddesses. 33 कोटि देवता पर विश्वास करो. The new religion says, अपने पर विश्वास करो. Swamiji says, Swami Vivekananda says, if a person believes in 33 crores of gods and goddesses and does not believe in himself, I call him an atheist. And who does not believe in 33 crores of gods and goddesses but believes in himself, I call him a theist. वही ज़्यादा तो धार्मिक है जो अपने पर विश्वास रखते हैं. The whole problem in our life is our ignorance, अज्ञान. और ये अज्ञान भगवान का ही रचित है. God has created this world and made us extremely powerful, but covered our power with ignorance. अज्ञान का अंधकार से, अंधकार आवरण से इसको झांक के रखा है. If a person is able to tear off this veil of ignorance, he becomes successful. Sri Ramakrishna is saying that everyone is entitled and capable to realize God. Now, the difficulty is, if I say to anyone that he will be able to realize God, he said, I am a mad person. How can I see God? I am a sinner. I do not know anything. Now, this is the reason why you are unsuccessful. We do not believe in ourselves. हम अपने को मान्यता नहीं देते हैं. This is the greatest tragedy in life. Matter is very simple. जैसे सोचोगे वैसे बनोगे. If you think you are weak, you will be weak. If you think you are strong, you are strong. The potential power hidden in us becomes manifest not by the will of God. God is not biased to make someone more brilliant and make someone less brilliant. The same quantum of talent is given to each and every one. Swami Vivekananda says, each soul is potentially divine. Every one. Unfortunately, we do not believe. That is our problem. The Shastra says, the saints and seers have been telling it for thousands of years. Swami Vivekananda says, हमारे भीतर असीम ऊर्जा, असीम संभावना है. विश्वास करो. The moment you believe, it starts functioning. Now, this power is potential. जो शक्ति है, क्षमता है, वो सुप्त रूप से है. How to make use of it? How to make this hidden power manifest? By one key, Vishwas, faith. You don't have to believe in anyone. Don't have to believe in gods and goddesses. Go to a temple, mosque or church. But visit the temple of our house. Visit the temple within. That is the message the saints and seers are giving. Now herein we are discussing the life of Ravidas. Sri Ramakrishna said that God realization is possible even for householders. Now look, here is a person who was a lawyer in Calcutta High Court. If you go to Lucknow High Court and ask any lawyer, sir, do you think you will realize God? He said, no, I am a lawyer. I don't have spirituality. So spirituality and profession has not been equated. Here is this person, Atul, brother of Girish Chandra Ghosh. He says, is it possible for me to realize God? He said, of course. Then what is the method? Immediately we think that we have to give up our studies, give up our hearth and home and go to a forest and meditate. He said, no. You continue to do whatever you are doing. Don't give up your profession. But at the same time, you have the belief and faith that you can realize God. Do not forget that. Now someone asked that is it possible, because he is not a Brahmin, जो जात ऊंचा जात नहीं होने से ईश्वर लाभ संभव है? Sri Ramakrishna says, why not? We have enough of examples. He gives 3 examples here. One is Shabari, another is Ruidas, another is Guhak Chandal. Now, Shabari we have discussed, she was born of a hunter class, women, illiterate, ugly, but she had faith. Her guru told her, you don't have to go anywhere. Believe that you are spiritual. Just stick to your faith. भगवान को चलकर वहाँ पर पहुँचना पड़ा. She did not go to see Ramachandra. You know, in the Ramayana, Shabari did not go to see Ramchandra. Vibhishana went to see Ramchandra. Hanumanji went to see Ramchandra, but Shabari did not go. Ramchandra had to walk to her कुटिया, ढूंढ के, तलाश करके जाना पड़ा और उनको उद्धार करना पड़ा. Why? Because she has faith. No. I am spiritual, God has to come to me. And she was a person of the lower caste, lowest class. Then we are discussing Sant Ravidas, was a chamar, shoemaker, born of near Banaras, यूपी का है. अब देखते हैं ये रविदास मंदिर है यहाँ पर दंडैया बाजार में. Now what is his background? He is born of a chamar family, and after realization of God, he continued to become chamar. He said, till the last day of my life, I will continue to be a chamar, to show that the profession has nothing to do with religion. इस जात पात का जो विभाजन है वो is not hereditary, it was never there. A person's caste is defined by his conduct. If a person is spiritual, God-oriented, he is of higher caste. If a person is of a worldly person, he is of a lower caste. But here we have messed up everything and the whole society is in doldrums. So Ravidas is giving a message saying that get out of this bondage of this lower caste or higher caste. Everyone, irrespective of his caste, is eligible to realize God. God is present in everyone. Nowhere it is said that God is present in higher caste and not in lower caste. It is our fantastic, wrong imagination. Nowhere it has been said in no Shastras. Bhagavan Shri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Ishvara sarva bhutanam riddesha arjuna tishtati. High and low and Indian, foreign, men, women, सबके भीतर ऊंचा नीच भगवान विराजमान है. एंड जीवन का उद्देश्य है वही परमात्मा को दर्शन करना. यही बात है. नाउ रविदास जी, having realized God while making shoes, he has said his philosophy in 10 points which we discussed, and let us conclude that topic today. He said in brief, let us recapitulate. मैं पुनर्बार दोहरा हूँ. रविदास जी का जीवन का दर्शन क्या है. पहला वो चीज़ बताया जो कि श्री रामकृष्ण बारंबार कहा करते थे, परमात्मा की प्राप्ति ही मानव जीवन का मूल उद्देश्य है. We may have many targets in life, doesn't matter, many goals in life, but we must not forget the principal goal, primary goal of life is to परमात्मा का प्राप्ति. परमात्मा का प्राप्ति का मतलब we don't have to get, God is already with us. प्राप्त नहीं करना है, जो प्राप्त परमात्मा को साथ हमारे परिचित होना चाहिए. इट्स अ ट्रेजेडी दैट द मोस्ट लवेबल पर्सन गॉड इज ऑलरेडी प्रेजेंट विद इन अस बट वी आर इग्नोरेंट ऑफ हिम. आप सोचिए कितने जीवन का व्यर्थता है. जो सबसे प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा है, सुंदरतम, मोस्ट हैंडसम पर्सन गॉड seated within our heart, we are not able to see him. When you think that there must be an urge in the mind, no, I must see, I must interact with him, I must talk to him. And Sri Ramakrishna says, it is possible to interact with God as I am interacting with you. This question was asked by Narendranath, Swami Vivekananda, a young boy. Have you seen God? Sri Ramakrishna said, yes. Not only I have seen God, I can show you also. And I interact with him more intimately than I interact with you. ईश्वर को दर्शन किया जा सकता है, बातचीत किया जा सकता है, उनको प्यार किया जा सकता है. And for that only we are born. So this we not forget. The first point, this is the goal of life. But we have to realize we don't have a long time at our hand. Life is limited. We must reach the goal within this limited time frame. We don't have any long lease of life that we can do it later on. जो करना है जल्दी करना है, number one. And there are a lot of obstacles in this life. संसार माया जाल है जो कि हमें बारंबार ये लक्ष्य को हम भूल जाते हैं. God has created this world. He is staying with us. He is playing with us. God is with us, and He wants that we must see Him, but at the same time He has created a labyrinth, माया का जाल, ताकि हम जो हमारा मूल लक्ष्य भूल जाए. We forget. You are here, I am telling you to realize God is the goal of life. You go out and forget. That is the tragedy, that is this ignorance has been created with God only. God does not want that everyone realizes Him, because then the world is over. But there are some intelligent people, those इसमें फंसता नहीं. जो उपनिषद में कहा गया है, परांची खानी व्यथिनत स्वयंभू तस्मात् परांग पश्यति न अंतरात्मन. God has purposely created this world so attractive outside that we are bewildered. We go out, we focus our attention outside. परांग पश्य न अंतरात्मन, but God is seated within. भगवान भीतर में विराजमान है और हमको बाहर में लगा दिया. Nevertheless, कश्चित धीरः प्रत्यगात्मानमैक्षत आवृत चक्षुरमृतत्वमिच्छन्. But there are some intelligent ones. Those one are befooled. They nevertheless see the world outside, but they turn that attention inside also. That is the point. We should not get lost by seeing the world outside. We have an internal world which is equally challenging, where God is seated. That attention has to be kept alive. First point. Secondly, as God is present within us, He is present among all. We must have a holistic vision. It's not that everyone is a sinner and bogus. God is present everywhere. We must treat the world accordingly, with respect, with honor, with dignity. In order to do that, we must have a spiritual guru. As I said earlier, जीवित गुरु की आवश्यकता. यहाँ पर मठ में आते हैं जो रामकृष्ण मठ मिशन के जो प्रेसिडेंट, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट इत्यादि गुरु कभी कभी आते हैं, और संभव होगा तो उनसे दीक्षा लेना ज़रूरी है. बिना नहीं होता है. बिना गुरु ज्ञान कहाँ से पाऊँ? जीवित गुरु का आवश्यकता होता है. लेकिन we need not hurry. When time comes, God provides a guru to us. We need not worry, but we must know it is necessary. For that, we don't have to overreact, because anybody cannot be a guru. और गुरु को पहचानना इतना आसान नहीं है. It is enough to know that guru is necessary, but when time comes, God will provide a guru to us. We need not worry. But nevertheless, there is an importance of satsang, company of holy. Company of holy means meet with such people, those who talk about God, those who talk about holistic things, read good books, meet with good people. That will make you oriented towards God. It is necessary in life. And then there is a peculiar way of developing devotion, that is Nama Bhakti. By repeating God's name, we develop devotion and purity in the mind. And then we develop Sacha Prem, the pure love to God. As I said, the pure love has an equilateral triangle. It does not know any fear, it doesn't have any vyapar, give and take, love for love's sake, and it makes the lover to be dependent on us. And then we have to be very careful about our mind. Mind is very restless, and mind is full of desires. This restless and the desireful mind can be controlled by repeating God's name regularly. And then there is the effect of karma. Those who are doing good work, जो करेगा उसको उगेगा, जो बोएगा उसको उगना पड़ेगा. As you sow, so you reap. जिससे कर्म करोगे उसका फल तुमको ही भुगतान करना पड़ेगा. तो कैसे हम कर्मों को खंडन करें, उसका विचार आज हम करेंगे. और ये कर्म कांड का खंडन कैसे हो सकता है. We have to understand, we are in a peculiar the trap. एक हम लोग फांद में फंस गए, बुरी तरह फंस गए. To understand how are we trapped, what is our condition. None of us are free. Is a very dangerous statement. We are all bound. हम लोग सब बुरी तरह जंजीर में फंसा हुआ है. We cannot go out. We are slaves. That is the fact. All of us are born, and we have to die. None of us believe that we will live forever. But we are not able to understand that when we die, we have to be born again. छुटकारा नहीं है. Many people think that if there is a lot of unrest in life, क्यों नहीं हम आत्महत्या कर ले, खुदकुशी कर ले. खुदकुशी करने से ख़त्म कुछ नहीं होता है. We have to understand what is death. मृत्यु किसको कहलाता है. मृत्यु is not the end of everything. We have this physical body, जिसको शीशा का सामने दिखाई जाता है. That is our physical body. That's not all. फिजिकल बॉडी, ये मनुष्य शरीर हमारा सब कुछ नहीं है. इसके पीछे हमारा और दो शरीर है, एक सूक्ष्म शरीर, एक कारण शरीर. और इसके पीछे है आत्मन. दिस आर टोटल कंपोजिशन. आवर होल पर्सनैलिटी मीन्स वी हैव एन आत्मन, ए पार्ट ऑफ कॉन्शियसनेस, which is covered with three bodies. One is Karan Sharir, one is Sukshma Sharir, one is Sthul Sharir. This is our composition. The Sthul Sharir is, we think what we are, this sharir, this body. Now, when we die, this Sthul Sharir, this physical body, is delinked. Our Atman, Jivatma, वो कारण शरीर और सूक्ष्म शरीर के सवार होकर स्थूल शरीर छोड़ देता है. दैट्स वाई इसे शरीर छोड़ दिया, देह त्याग हुआ. शरीर छोड़ दिया मतलब वो व्यक्ति कहाँ गया. वो आत्मन स्थूल शरीर छोड़कर सूक्ष्म शरीर कारण शरीर लेके फिर दूसरा एक स्थूल शरीर में प्रवेश करते हैं. ही इज रिबॉर्न. वाई? कारण जो कर्म इस जीवन में किया उसका फल उसी को उठाना पड़ेगा. स्थूल शरीर खत्म हो गया मतलब उसका छुटकारा नहीं है. पुनः स्थूल शरीर मिलेगा, अनदर टर्म मिलेगा उसको ख़त्म करने के लिए. फिर उस जन्म में जो कर्म करेगा उसको चुकाने के लिए और एक टर्म मिलेगा. तो एड इन्फिनिटम, दिस इज द कंडीशन. वी आर चेन्ड बाय दिस इनएविटेबल लॉ ऑफ बर्थ एंड डेथ. तुम चाहो और ना चाहो तुमको मरना ही पड़ेगा और फिर जन्मना ही पड़ेगा. कोई छुटकारा नहीं है. पहले जानना चाहिए दिस इज व्हाट वी आर. इट्स अ फुलिश थिंग टू से दैट वी आर ऑल फ्री. वी आर नॉट फ्री. वी आर बाउंड लाइक ए स्लेव. चेन ऑफ बर्थ एंड डेथ. नाउ इससे हाउ टू गेट रीड ऑफ दिस बर्थ, दैट इज द पॉइंट. हाउ टू गेट आउट ऑफ दिस चेन. यहाँ पर रविदास कहते हैं कर्मकांड का खंडन. वाई डू यू हैव टू बॉर्न? कारण जो कर्म हम कर चुके हैं उसका फल हमें उठाना पड़ेगा. ये तो कारण है. तो मान लो आप कुछ ऋण ले लिया, लोन ले लिया. लोन लेकर भाग नहीं सकते हो, ऋण आपको चुकाना पड़ेगा. अगर कोई व्यक्ति आके आपको पैसा का भुगतान कर दे, देन यू कैन गेट आउट. सो यहाँ पर if you can take hold of a holy man, your guru, such a sant, he takes care of your work and makes you free. Then only you can get out. Now, रविदास को कहना है कि अच्छा कर्म से बुरा कर्म का खंडन होता है. सो कर्म का कठिन बंधन से उद्धार होने का नियम है निष्काम कर्म. कर्म करते चलो बट कर्म का फल भगवान को दे दो. गो ऑन डूइंग वर्क बट डू नॉट एक्सपेक्ट द रिजल्ट फॉर यू. इफ यू एक्सपेक्ट द रिजल्ट फॉर यू, यू विल बाउंड. इफ यू गिव अप द रिजल्ट, यू आर फ्री. सो सिंपल. So go on doing what? Good work, but do not lay any claim on the result of the work. Work for work's sake. Then the matter will be under your control. And then he says that do not live a life of debauchery. धोखाधड़ी से काम नहीं बनेगा. We think that we can befool others. By trying to befool others, we befool ourselves. God is not a dull person. He understands. If you want to hoodwink, He understands. This is the by trick you cannot realize God. You have to be transparent. So He says that you take this various dress. कोई माथा मुड़ाते हैं, कोई गेरुआ धारण करते हैं, कोई माला तिलक लगाते हैं, कोई नाना प्रकार का आचरण करते हैं. इस सब से कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. यू कैन बिफूल पब्लिक बट यू कैन नॉट बिफूल गॉड. सो डू नॉट गो इन ऑल दिस बोगस एंडेवर टू ट्राई टू क्रिएट योर इमेज, सेल्फ इमेज बाय योर वेशभूषा, लक्षण, माला तिलक इत्यादि. वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. Call on God which is seated within your heart with simple prayer and He will hear. For that you neither have to go to a temple or a mosque or anywhere. Sitting wherever you are, you can call on God and He will hear. So our effort, our prayer should be wherever we are. As the example of Shabari, रामचंद्र चलकर वहाँ पर आके पहुँचे हैं. हम जहाँ पर है वहाँ पर आंतरिक होकर अगर भगवान को पुकारे, भगवान अवश्य चलकर हमारा पास भी आएंगे. He does not have any bias. Whoever calls on Him, He is approachable. He comes. Now, then last point Ravidas ji says, जी जाति धर्म संप्रदाय के भेदभाव का खंडन होना चाहिए. Our society has been very made pushed backward by this vague idea of Jat, Paat, Jati, Dharma. This is all bogus. There is no, we must be a student of science. Science में there is no differentiation. A scientific result, a laboratory result, if it is done by a Muslim or a Christian or Hindu or a male, female, result will be same, not governed by the laws of science. Similarly, in realization of God, it doesn't matter who you are, matters how you do it. If an experiment is done by a scientist, it doesn't matter what is his sex, what is his age, and where does he belong to. Anybody can get the result, provided the same condition is made. Similarly, is possible in the spiritual world. If God realization is done, possible by surrendering our fruits of action, whoever does it will be able to be successful in life. But provided that attitude should be there, that attempt and intense desire should be there, that I must realize God in this life, and unless I realize God, the life becomes incomplete. In order to do that, we must do well and think well for others. Swami Vivekananda says, they alone live who live for others, the rest are more dead than alive. So ये हमारे जीवन के जो आध्यात्मिकता है, स्पिरिचुअलिटी है, जो भगवान का भाव है, समझना पड़ेगा that what is God. Swami Vivekananda says that unselfishness is God. निस्वार्थता ही ईश्वर है. ईश्वर is not one Vishnu or Shiva or Brahma seated above the sky. Bhagavan is with us. The moment we become selfless, Niswarth, we think of others, that moment we become divine. As simple as that. To become divine, we don't have to go anywhere. The moment we are thinking for others without motive, मतलब बिना, किसी को सेवा का भाव से अगर हम कुछ करें, हम तत्काल देवी बन जाते हैं. When you go on repeating that service, then देवता प्रकट हो जाएगा. We don't have to go. That is the message Ravidas ji is giving, that you concentrate your mind, focus your mind to the attention of doing good to others. That will make stage clear of all your mental ignorance, and mind will be transparent. You will be able to see God in this very life, and also feel His presence by way of becoming extremely blissful. How do you know that you are becoming spiritual? You are becoming spiritual by it will be reflected that you will become happy, no tension. You will be able to work more with success, with greed, with joy. The yoga karmasu kaushalam. You have to understand now this yoga is going on, International Yoga Day will be on 21st June. Yoga means yukta hona, to be united. United with what? Individual self with the universal self. जीवात्मा से परमात्मा का युक्ति, इसको जो कहलाता है. Now, how to get united? Samatvam yoga uchyate. The tranquility of the mind means yoga. By physical exercise, by pranayam, by meditation, the entire aim is to make the mind steady and calm. मन को संतुलित करना, यही योगा का नाम है. योगा समत्तम योग उच्यते, भगवद गीता 2nd chapter. And then, how do you know that your mind is settled? माइंड तो दिखा नहीं जाता है. इसीलिए और एक डेफिनेशन दिया है, योगः कर्मसु कौशलम. यू आर डूइंग सम वर्क. इफ द वर्क इज परफेक्ट, देन यू आर ए योगी. आप खाना बनाया, उसमें नमक ज़्यादा पड़ गया, तन मन ठीक नहीं है, व्यर्थ, आप योगी नहीं है. जो कुछ करोगे, आप पढ़ाई करोगे, जो कुछ चीज़ करोगे वो सही होगा, बेस्ट होगा, समझ में जाएगा, मन एकाग्र होगा, मन में आनंद रहेगा, तनाव नहीं रहेगा, तब वो सोचोगे अब जो कर्म से कौशलम, द डेक्स्टेरिटी ऑफ वर्क इज योगा, and that will be achieved only when the mind is tranquil. For that we must have regular our disciplined life, और खान पान सही होना चाहिए, योग प्रैक्टिस होना चाहिए, शरीर मन को आयाम होना चाहिए एवं औरों के लिए सोचना चाहिए. When you integrate all these activities, then the God within becomes visible and we achieve the goal of life in this very life. We continue further in our next Sunday class. Niranjanam nityam ananta rupam bhaktanukampadhrita vigraham vai ishavataram parameshamidyam tam Ramakrishnam shirasa namama. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु. This announcement, today is Ganga Dashahara, Ganga Puja. Now, you know the Ganga or Ganges is our नेशनल रिवर. भारत के राष्ट्रीय नदी का नाम है गंगा. गंगा इज नॉट ओनली ए रिवर, इट इज ऑल्सो कंसिडर्ड टू बी ए गॉडेस. तो गंगा माता का पूजन होता है. व्हाट इज द सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ गंगा? दैट विल बी डिस्कस्ड टुडे आफ्टर द इवनिंग आरती. आई विल टेक द डिस्कोर्स. जानना जरूरी है that what is the deep spiritual significance of Ganges. Those of you who are able to participate, you can come tonight after Arati, 8 o'clock or 8:15 in the evening. There will be 45 minutes discourse. Significance of Ganga. Those who cannot come, for them in brief, I am telling 3 points to remember. That the Ganges water is purity itself. If we sprinkle a little Ganges water, it purifies our body and mind. Ganges. So this is in this Kali Yuga, though there is so much of impurity around, the best and easiest and simplest way to make ourselves pure is to touch the Ganges water. This is number one. Second point is that Ganges is connected to the world through the divine connection. Ganges, the source of Ganges is the body of God. Ganges is not an ordinary river. It's not a flow of water only. हरिपादो पद्म तरंगिनी गंगे. अर्थात the beginning of Ganga was when Shiva sang a beautiful song that Vishnu got melted, and that melted form of Vishnu is Ganga, and Shiva retained it and then released it, and then that is so Ganga is the body of God. When you touch Ganga's water, you are touching God. And thirdly, that Ganga is always with us. It will never become impure, ever pure. If you keep a little Ganges water, you will find it doesn't get distorted. Any other water will become distorted, but not Ganges water. The great philosophy, great story we discussed today in the evening. Now we close with the chanting of the Lord. Please join with me. सब एक साथ गाइए. हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, हरि ओम राम कृष्ण, Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om. Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om Ramakrishna Hari Om.